Hi guys, Lindsay here with Storybrooke Family Farm. It is ridiculously smoky out. Like, I'll turn so you guys can see. I don't know how well it'll pick it up on camera. Everything on camera is always distorted. But it's like something from a freaking horror movie. I came downstairs this morning and looked out the window and I was like, oh my god, like I can't even see our mailbox. And it's not that far from the house and stuff. Like, I wish that on camera it would pick it up just how dense it really is. But from where I'm standing, like to look at that camper there in real life, like I have to be like squinty and stuff is how it feels. Like it is very, very hard to see anything. Tracy's inside with the dogs, taking care of them. So I'm doing all the outside stuff today because she has asthma. So it's, much more difficult for her to handle the smokiness. I'm having some issues with it. Like I feel almost like I'm breathing underneath a blanket. Like, if you're, in a blankie fort or whatever, hiding under the blanket, breathing. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yesterday at the farmer's market, it was an indoor market, so that was super nice. Tracy was still having issues even though we were inside. So she had to hit her inhaler a couple times, and then she was all like hopped up and stuff and just, bouncing all over the place. It was like she was me trying to sell product. It was kind of funny to watch. But like, this stuff is just, it's ridiculous. Like, my whole life, I've lived in Ohio my entire life. I'm 31 years old. I've never seen anything like this before. It's insane. Tracy's, 13 years older than I am, and she said that she's never seen nothing like this. Older people that I've talked to, they've never seen nothing like this. I'm like, this is insane, because this is all from the Blame Canada wildfires. If you ever watched the Fairly Odd Parents, yeah, that used to be said all the time like that in that cartoon, so it's kind of fun to say it now. But this is all just from the Canadian wildfires, and like, it's kind of concerning because a couple years ago was the first time that we ever had, I'll show you guys the geese, they're getting really big, they're silly, but a couple years ago was the first time that, in my knowledge, that I had ever experienced getting smoke from the California wildfires. And, this year is the first year that we've ever had issues with the Canadian wildfires bringing smoke down here. And we're not even into, like, the heart of the wildfire season for California. So I'm assuming that this year is probably going to be a really bad year for fires. I mean, we were in a super severe drought for, weeks on end with ridiculously high temperatures that just made it even worse. So I assume that that's gonna impact everybody, which is very concerning. I don't know if I'm gonna... Right up there, that's the sun. There's nothing coming through. Like, this is very concerning for plants too. As humans and animals need to breathe air, plants need to breathe too, but the plants more so, they need the rays of the sun to directly hit them so they can photosynthesize that energy and turn it into growth. And when it's like this and there's, nothing coming through, then the plants ain't gonna grow. So like, our garden was really stunted before because of the drought and the high temperatures and all that stuff, and getting a late start because we just moved here. And now you add in the smoke and stuff, and it's going to make it even harder for things to grow and ripen. Our tomatoes, they do look fantastic. I'm just on the outside of the garden, so the fence is a 4-foot fence, and they're about 2 feet up it, but the fence is up on higher ground than the tomatoes are. They're dug down a little bit, because when I was planting, I was actually concerned about droughts. So kudos to me, I suppose, for thinking that we would probably have a drought year, and that's what we had. So the tomatoes, they're all doing pretty well. I know on camera you really can't tell anything in there because I have grassy walkways, so that way I didn't have to till as much. But yeah, anything that's like the little seedlings and stuff, they're not doing well at all. So like turnip greens, kohlrabies, different stuff that we've direct sown into the ground is struggling pretty bad. Our beans, they're doing well, but they were planted back when we first started our tomatoes, so they're doing all right. They're not little itty bitty seedlings that are this big anymore. But yeah, I'm going to cut this video short because I have to water all the animals still, and I don't want to be outside in the smoke very much longer because I'm having a hard time catching my breath now just from talking. So I'll probably actually go inside, take a few minute break, and then come back out to finish the chores. I have a feeling that that's going to be the theme of the day today, is just short bursts outside, spending a lot of time indoors. We do have an appointment to show our camper again, so hopefully that'll get sold. And our truck is actually in the makes of getting fixed. So that'll be really super nice to have our truck back again, because then we can actually move the rest of our stuff here. Like we have a quail cage, a big wood pile, and stuff like wood to build stuff with. And I really need my wood so that way I can build more rabbit tractors, because we have decided to keep both of Bama's babies to use them as breeding does. So we definitely need more cages made, and I also need to build a outdoor coop area for the ducks and the geese, so then that way not everybody is locked up in the barn together, because it's too crowded and stuff. But let me know in the comments how the smoke is where you're at and how you guys are coping with it. And if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. And I do apologize for not putting out anything for a while. Everything just kind of got crazy after clonking myself in the head, and then severe back pain that resulted from that. It's been a whirlwind just trying to keep up with everything, but I am on track to get my staples out like tomorrow or on Saturday. So everything's healing up with that. I don't have a headache or nothing. Thank God I have ridiculously thick hair that managed to protect my noggin pretty well. But yeah, if you're enjoying this content, please give this video a thumbs up, share it on your social media, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to help us grow. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.